Oscar winner predictions 2023, the abbreviations are in the bottom. Best Picture is easier this year. Everything Everywhere All at Once has won the major precursors, WGA, PGA, DGA, SAG Ensemble, as well as having the critics' support. It's going to win Best Picture, which is pretty crazy. I love that film, and the fact that it has resonated so much is pretty wild. If we're gonna put them in likelihood, like all the 10 Best Picture nominees, I would continue with All Quiet on the Western Front, since it has all this momentum from BAFTA and all the Oscar nominations. Then I would put Banshees of Inisherin, and possibly The Fabelmans and Top Gun Maverick, then Tar, and then pretty much the rest. Best Director. Earlier I would have predicted Steven Spielberg for this award. However, after the DGA win, the Daniels have cemented themselves as the frontrunners. So I don't think there will be a split between director and picture like we've had before. It's going to the Daniels. Best Actor. This one is hard. First of all, I don't think Colin Farrell is out of the race yet. Although it's down to Brendan Fraser and Austin Butler. On one hand, you have Brendan Fraser, the internet favorite, who seems like the obvious candidate, really. The career narrative, and he has a fantastic performance. He won the SAG award, which is extremely important, but the film is not in Best Picture. It's not a biopic, which is a bit important, statistically speaking, for him to win. And this situation could remind you of the Chadwick Boseman and the Anthony Hopkins situation, where Chadwick had a lot of support. He was the internet favorite, but Anthony Hopkins won at BAFTA and Austin Butler did that too. So I'm not sure, but I think that Austin Butler has the slight advantage because Elvis was more liked than The Whale. Some vote splitting could lead to a Colin Farrell win, although that would be a big surprise, but in this situation I'm leaning towards BAFTA and I think Austin Butler takes it. Best Actress. Well, this one is quite hard and it's been a while since we've had so many close races in acting. I did predict Ana de Armas to be nominated. I don't think she'll win. Andrea Riseborough came as a big surprise. I don't think she'll win either. Michelle Williams, I thought would be snubbed, but she's not as popular as the two powerhouse nominations, which is Michelle Yeoh and Cate Blanchett. Michelle won the National Board Review and SAG, and she has the momentum this year. Cate Blanchett won the BAFTA and Critics' Choice. I leaned towards BAFTA on my previous prediction about Austin Butler, but Michelle Yeoh has that big momentum right now, so I'll swing towards SAG on this one. So I'll be predicting Michelle Yeoh for the win. Best Supporting Actor, it's gonna be Ke Huy Quan. Barry Keoghan is number 2 after the BAFTA win. Best Supporting Actress. Now this one is quite hard. We have a 3-horse race. In competition we have Kerry Condon, Angela Bassett, Jamie Lee Curtis, Stephanie Hsu and Hong Chow. And the race is wild. The 3 prominent players are Angela Bassett, who won the Globe and the Critics' Choice. Kerry Condon won the important BAFTA award. And Jamie Lee Curtis shocked everyone with her SAG win. Angela Bassett did the thing, she has the Globe, she has the Critics' Choice. Jamie Lee Curtis has a lot of momentum, but I'm placing her as second, and I think that Kerry Condon, after the BAFTA win, will slightly edge over Jamie Lee Curtis. So I think that Banshees will be just like the favorite who got 1 win, be in the same situation with Kerry Condon getting the 1 win for Banshees of Inisherin for Best Supporting Actress. Adapted Screenplay. Women Talking won WGA. However, All Quiet on the Western Front wouldn't be nominated at the WGA anyway. It won big at the BAFTAs. All Quiet is the bigger juggernaut out there. Among the top 3 for Best Picture, I would actually say it's number 2. But I think that Women Talking barely got into Best Picture, and I think it's going to be beaten by All Quiet, despite a lot of flack that film has gotten for the adaptation. But Women Talking is on life support, and I think it's not going to make it in Adapted Screenplay. Although it's a very screenplay driven film, it would be very cool for the film to win, but I think it's going to be All Quiet on the Western Front. Best Original Screenplay, After Everything Everywhere won the WGA. I think it cemented itself as the winner here. It's very sad for the other nominees. since Banshees has a very good screenplay. Cinematography. This one should go to Top Gun Maverick, even though it's not nominated. For some reason, they didn't nominate Top Gun Maverick. So it's going to be something else. Elvis has really surprised at the precursors. But I think it'll be All Quiet on the Western Front on this one. Costume design. I think this one is likely between Black Panther and Elvis. Elvis with the BAFTA win, Black Panther with its Critics' Choice. The arrow is turned towards Elvis at this one. But I think the race is closer than you think, and I'll try Black Panther here. I might be wrong, but I'm gambling on that. For editing, even though Everything Everywhere is sweeping a lot, there is that combination between sound and editing that makes me rethink a little bit. I know that a lot of people have put Everything Everywhere to win this category, and it's a bit tricky for me. I'm gonna gamble again and put Top Gun Maverick as the win here, but I'm fully prepared for Everything Everywhere to win with its quite wild editing. Makeup and hair. Elvis has won the most precursors for this category, so I'm just gonna predict it to take this award, with The Whale being number 2. Production design. I'm doing the safe bet here with the BAFTA and Guild wins for Babylon. I'm thinking it will win this category. For score, I'm actually quite unsure about it. Babylon has the slight upper hand. All Quiet won the BAFTA award, and John Williams has a career narrative and the recent news of Spielberg doing the documentary about him, but I don't think he'll take this award. But Babylon has the more grand, showier score, and it should win, so I'm thinking that Babylon takes it. For song, I'm going with the one who has the biggest awards, and it's the crowd pleaser from RRR, Natu Natu. Super catchy, super fun. I hope it will win, and I think it will win. For sound, I think Top Gun is getting this, along with editing. The combination is quite strong, and Top Gun being such a technical and bombastic marvel makes me think it's taking this one. Visual effects, this one should go to Avatar. I know we've had some weird surprises in this category, such as Ex Machina in 2015, but I'll stick with Avatar. It has it in the bag, really. Animated feature, another safe category, and I'm so happy to see a stop motion film is going to take the big prize this year. Too often do we see this award go to Disney or Pixar. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio has such a great visual style. It's a beautiful story, and I think it will win animated feature. Documentary feature has been a fun race. Laura Poitras' All the Beauty and the Bloodshed won a lot. It became the frontrunner all the way back in Venice when it won the Golden Lion. Fire of Love won ASC, so I think it's the third option, but the surge for Navalny, the BAFTA win, the PGA win, as well as the relevance to the crisis today, Russia's horrendous invasion, this film being anti-Russia, anti-Putin, makes Navalny the pick for me. International film, I've got All Quiet on the Western Front here. I mean, it has so many nominations. It won Best Film at the BAFTA, it's been nominated in Best Picture here, although we've seen situations where the frontrunner has been massively nominated at the Oscars and still lost this award, but I don't think it's gonna happen this year. Animated short, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse is the frontrunner here, with the most wins including the BAFTA, but it's quite long, and like we saw last year, the frontrunner Robin got beaten by a more adult-oriented film. So is that My Year of Dicks this year? Maybe. I think it's between The Ice Merchants and My Year of Dicks. The latter might not be the one that would sway the voters, and The Ice Merchants is quite artistic and emotional, so I'm going with that one. Documentary short, although I think that Stranger at the Gate might sneak up on this award. I think for this category I'll just stick with the safe bet here, the frontrunner, which is The Elephant Whisperer. And finally, live action short. This is one of the most exciting categories for me as a Norwegian, since I'm obligated to support the nice short film Night Ride, Not Trikken, and I do think it has a good chance. However, I think it also has a lot of competition. From Le Pupille, it has Alice Rohrwachter as director, and she did the incredible Happy as Lazaro, and Alfonso Cuarón is producing. I also think that The Red Suitcase is very topical. It's also not as long as Le Pupille. An Irish Goodbye is the favorite to win for many people, so I'm not sure about this category. I'm gonna go on a limb. I'll put The Red Suitcase for the win, although my fingers are of course crossed for not taken, but I have The Red Suitcase as my prediction.